Academy, where brains go to broadcast.
Ever feel like you're just drowning in information? Trying to find the right stuff, the useful insights, especially when you're learning something new or doing research, it can be pretty overwhelming. Well, today's deep dive, this is basically your shortcut through all that noise.
It's so true. It's really not just about finding something. It's about knowing how to zero in on the most relevant knowledge and honestly getting a feel for your own sort of information ecosystem. That's really key.
Okay, information ecosystem, let's unpack that. Our sources talk a lot about something called a discourse community. Sounds a bit academic, maybe? What exactly is that, and why should we care about it for finding information?
Yeah, it does sound a bit formal, but think of it like this. Every group, whether it's your profession, your hobby, whatever, they have their own way of talking, their own things they focus on. Demliansky basically describes it as a group sharing interest, discussing topics important to them, and why it matters. Well, understanding your community, its language, its values, that points you directly to where they get their trusted information. It helps you cut through the static.
Ah, okay. So it's like knowing the inside language and where the insiders hang out. So how do you, the listener, actually figure this out? How do you identify these communities you're part of or maybe need to understand for a project? What should you be asking?
That's a great question. You really need to reflect a bit. Like, what are the hot topics or the persistent problems that this group always talks about? What's the language like? Is it super formal, really technical, or more casual? Think about if you had to change how you communicate to fit in. And crucially, what do they write? Are there specific journals, newsletters, maybe internal reports? Figuring this out really clarifies what kind of knowledge matters to them and how they share it. It sets you up for much more targeted research.
Right. So you know who you're talking to, digitally speaking, and what they value.
Okay, so then the big question, where do you actually find this stuff? We know there are thousands, maybe millions of references online. How do we pinpoint the good stuff, the stuff our community trusts? Well, this is where knowing about specialized resources comes in. It's amazing what's out there beyond just a general search engine. For instance, Lund University Libraries runs the directory of open access journals. That's got like over 400,000 peer-reviewed articles, peer-reviewed meaning experts checked in for quality, and lots are open access, free to read.
400,000. Wow. Okay, that's huge for academic topics.
Exactly.
Wow.
Or for folks in education technology, there's the Journal of Technology Education from Virginia Tech, often freely available under Creative Commons. And if you're in mental health, siteinnovations.com. It's this massive collection of free journals, articles, even specialized search tools just for that field.
Specialized search tools. That sounds useful.
Definitely. And then there's Stanford's Highwire Press. They call it the largest archive of free full-text science on Earth. Huge for medicine, biology, that kind of thing. There are others too, of course, like some journals from Wiley or Lippincott for nursing, though some might need subscriptions.
Good examples. And a really important point you made earlier, always check the copyright and terms of use on these sites, right? Respecting that is crucial.
Absolutely. Got to be a responsible researcher.
So let's tie this all together. What's the big takeaway for you listening? It seems like the real magic happens when you connect these two ideas. Understanding your discourse community and knowing about these specialized resource hubs. It kind of transforms that feeling of being overwhelmed into having a clear roadmap. Yeah. For finding exactly what you need efficiently.
Precisely. It's about leveling up, moving from just like randomly searching online to being a strategic information seeker. Someone who's fluent in the language and knows the trusted watering holes of their particular intellectual community. That's how you get genuinely well-informed without wasting tons of time.
Okay, so here's a final thought to leave you with. These communities we've talked about, they aren't static, are they? They change, they evolve. How might understanding that dynamic nature, that constant shifting, help you stay ahead and keep finding the knowledge that really matters to you?
Yeah, maybe take a moment to think about the communities you're already in. You might be surprised. And consider how consciously using that awareness could totally change your approach the next time you need to really dive deep into something new. Food for thought.
Academy, where brains go to broadcast. Academy, knowledge speaks, tuition sleeps.